We were wrong about the new Season 2 update releasing in Modern Warfare 2 very soon. Let's go through a bunch of stuff releasing in this next update, some surprising changes, what we were wrong about, a ton of stuff to go through here in this video. First up, for the Museum multiplayer map, Charlie Intel tweeted out a picture of that map. If you guys don't know, Museum was a map revealed before the game's launch. It was available in the beta of the game and not available in the final version of MW2. And people were wondering, where did this map go? There were rumors about it returning. It was found in the files of the game with the recent Season 1 and Season 1 Reloaded update, and now it seems like it is releasing here in Season 2 based on leakers, rumors, and Charlie Intel's tweet here. But the big problem is with a bunch of people is actually twofold. The first one is this considered new content for Season 2? Is this a new multiplayer map? And also, is this even a good map to begin with? Is this a fun map to play? I mean, there's a lot of things going on here, and I have my personal opinions on this. So first off, is this new content? I would argue that this is actually new content to some extent. Now, the reason why I say that is because Museum is a map that, you know, again, was available already in the beta of MW2, but it was only available for a couple of days out of that beta. So obviously, again, it's a map we already played. It's a map a lot of people saw, but to be fair, majority of players that play Modern Warfare 2 that bought the game probably did not play and participate in the beta. And since Museum was only available for half the beta, the chances are a lot of people didn't even play Museum at all, even if they played the beta. It's very possible that to a majority of all players that own this game, they have never played or might not even know what Museum is. And the only people that really know this map are the hardcore fans that played during the first weekend of the beta, or I think it was available for a day or two during the second weekend as well. But regardless, most people have not played this map whatsoever, so to them it's new content. And to us here, I mean, a map we played for 3 days out of the beta, is that really reused content? I mean, the map was never available in the final version of the game. So, you know, like it or hate it, I do think it is considered new content. Now, I'll be honest, if this is the only new map we're getting, then that's gonna suck, obviously. I would love to see other uniquely made maps we've never seen before, of course. But I think people saying that this is, you know, not new content whatsoever are kind of wrong there. Now, obviously, you could have another opinion, which is the second point here. Is this map even good? So, even if it's new content, you know, like I kind of think it is. It's not fully new, of course, because we did play it already. But I think for the most part, it's majority new content. But is the map even good, though? So that's the next question there. I mean, I think the map is pretty good. Not the best map. Definitely not my favorite. It's a bit large for 6v6 for sure. I was talking to a bunch of people, you guys, over on my Twitter, links down below to that, about our opinions on Museum. What is the ideal amount of players for this map here? Because, of course, for 6v6, it is a bit too large. But we talked about this here. I said ideally 10v10 is the move. That would be a perfect middle ground there. But I wouldn't mind this being a small ground war map, because someone said actually, oh, this could be a ground war map, which, you know, ground war maps are usually a bit larger. But this map, Museum, as a ground war map, I would take, honestly. That would be a bit hectic, but pretty good overall. And it's big for 6v6, but IMO, it's better than the other big maps we currently have, which I completely agree with here. I mean, I think undeniably, aesthetically, this map is one of the best looking maps compared to the maps we have right now in this game. For the layout isn't that bad. If you're comparing it to big 6v6 maps, I think it's the best big 6v6 map we have. So, again, it's not the ideal map. It's not the ideal size, of course, but I think it wouldn't be the worst addition here to this game. Now, of course, you could completely disagree with me down below. I'm always down for constructive criticism. You guys could disagree with me. You don't have to agree with me there. I mean, I know a lot of people probably are not going to like that I'm saying this here, that Museum is, you know, kind of new content, and that the map's not that bad. So you guys can go off on me down below. But some more stuff here again for Season 2 and just what's going on. What are we wrong about here? Now, right away I tweeted this out. Of course, Museum and Castle potentially are releasing an MW2's MP for Season 2. Museum isn't a new map. We talked about that, and we got Castle last year with Vanguard. 2 seasons in a row, we have played the new maps. So, you know, I understand where he's coming from, because for Season 1, do I consider Shipment and Shoot House new maps? No, obviously, those are clearly remakes. And is Castle a new map? Definitely not. That definitely is a remake, and not even a good remake at that. He goes on to say, I really hope they prove us wrong and give us something else. Multiplayer always gets the short end of the stick every single year. which isn't always true. Sometimes it's zombies, but, you know, this time around it seems like multiplayer is getting the short end of the stick in favor of Warzone 2 and just other stuff in the game. The least they could do is add good maps, and Charlie Intel actually responds with this here, Castle, LOL. So, again, Charlie Intel loves to be cryptic. No, you don't want to tell us exactly what's going on, unfortunately. I wish Charlie Intel would just say, Castle most likely will not be a part of Season 2, but, you know, we got to be cryptic here, it's fine. But pretty much what he's implying here is that, yeah, Castle probably won't be releasing in MW2's MP, which is what we, or at least I on the channel, always talked about being a possibility. I mean, obviously, leakers have said Castle could be a part of Season 2. You can't always believe when a leaker says outright, you know, this is going to be in the game on Twitter, because sometimes those sources aren't always accurate. Now, what we do know is that from the leaked Resurgence map, Castle is a POI. So Castle is a POI there, and on the Season 2 key art, which is pretty official, it's leaked, but it's pretty much going to be that, you have what looks like to be Castle in the background, or at least a very similar Japanese-themed area that looks like the vibe and aesthetic of Castle from World at War and Vanguard. So, I mean, it seems like at least Castle will be a part of the Warzone 2 Resurgence map, but I said here, like, okay, it could be a part of the Warzone 2 map, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a part of multiplayer, and it seems like that's the case here. And maybe it's not a part of either multiplayer or Warzone 2, which would be kind of funny, but we'll, of course, see what ends up happening there. So, again, if this is true, this is good news. I think, again, if there were any remakes they could bring back, I know, again, we want, and I want uniquely made MP maps, but if we were to bring back yet another remake, I mean, Castle might be at the very bottom of the list. There are so many other maps I can name that would be better maps to be remade in MW2. I mean, we talked about in previous videos so many of the COD Ghost maps that are so underrated. The map layouts are really, really good in my opinion, and that would work pretty well. Not all of the COD Ghost maps. I'm not talking about, you know, what's the big Stonehaven map. I'm not talking about that one, but, you know, a lot of the COD Ghost maps are pretty solid. Warhawk, stuff like that. So, you know, I'll put some up on Freight, great one as well. Regardless, I think we're definitely dodging a bullet here, not, you know, having Castle in this game. And again, this is not confirmed as well. Charlie Intel saying Castle, question mark, LOL. That's not confirmation. I gotta see, you know, from Call of Duty themselves what the maps are for Season 2. But I think it makes sense, like, why would you remake a map that was just in Vanguard, that wasn't even a good map to begin with, and, you know, bring it into MW2? It just doesn't make any sense. So, I'm glad we were wrong about that. You know, I'm glad we're probably not going to get this here for Season 2. But if Museum, again, is the only new map we're getting, and instead of Castle, we get Museum, and then we just get another remake, that would suck. I'm not going to act like that's good to have. Now, obviously, I was defending Museum, and I still believe what I just said in this video, but of course, I have to reiterate this because just people go crazy. I would prefer to see newly made MP maps, and hopefully, if they do bring back Museum to Season 2, hopefully we do get at least another uniquely made map on top of that as well, or maybe two more, hopefully, uniquely made MP maps. So, we'll see what we get very soon. I'll be sure to cover it all on the channel. Let me know down below your opinions on the situation right now. They delayed the season. Hopefully, we get a good roadmap, a good start to the season. Hopefully, it's not just for Warzone 2. Hopefully, we get some good stuff for multiplayer as well. We'll see what we get here. But that's it here for this video. Be sure to subscribe for more MW2 Warzone 2 news, update videos like this. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always. And I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.